I'm challenging you, Jeff.
To what game?
The Dance Dance Revolution. We could easily make a list of the top 10 ways esports are just like other pro sports, but it's a crappy title, so we won't. Welcome to WatchMojo's Top 5 Facts. In today's installment, we're taking a look at the fast-paced and still relatively new world of professional competitive gaming and counting down the 5 highest scoring facts. Number 5. There are over 134 million esports fans globally.
Shut down here, my lovely! Who's the next target?
That figure came from Super Data Research in May 2015. The biggest market is still Asia, but the North American market is growing quickly. Events are held in packed stadiums and even streamed online by the American cable sports network ESPN. It's grown a lot since the first big competitive game tournament held in 1980, Atari's Space Invaders Championship, and the relatively minor competitive arcade game craze of the 80s.
You do not know the next pattern coming up in a Tron light cycle event. You will lose your life.
The very first recorded tournament was held in 1972 at Stanford University for the game Space War. The prize for that was a nifty 1-year subscription to Rolling Stone. Nowadays, with the eyes of the internet watching, the stakes are a little bit higher.
Are you ready to dig in?
Number 4. E-athletes train hard.
In the year 2016, the world's highest paid, most successful athlete is the E-athlete.
Who doesn't like playing their favorite game, right? But it takes enormous dedication to go from playing a few hours on the weekend to the big leagues. Professional gaming teams often live together and practice together for at least 6 and often more like 10 hours per day. Add to that commitments that they have to their corporate sponsors, things like attending promotional events or playing live on the company's Twitch channel, and it's more than a full-time job. It's an all-encompassing lifestyle. Gaming the way they do takes incredible focus and a massive amount of mental activity. The resulting fatigue is a big part of why e-athletes tend to retire from the sport well before the age of 30.
Retirement's pretty fun, right?
Wait, what?
All we do is stream games 10 hours a day in an empty house. It's great.
Number 3. Pro gamers are eligible for athlete visas.
丹尼尔是英雄联盟的顶尖玩家，他因此拿到美国的 PEA 签证。现在他可以在河滨市和教练、队友完成特训。
In 2013, the US government issued P1A visas, which are reserved exclusively for internationally recognized athletes, to professional competitive gamers for the first time. It was seen by many as an overdue legitimization of the sport. Not only did the sport have fans around the world, governing bodies, and corporate sponsorships, it now finally had acknowledgement from probably the most powerful government on the planet. In South Korea, the world's most developed pro gaming market, one university has actually started accepting serious video gamers into their Department of Sports Science, alongside golfers, swimmers, and baseball players.
Baseball. Yeah, now that's a sport.
Number 2. E-athletes have great eyesight and elderly bodies.
You look really old. Were you held back or something? Or?
No, you look super young.
In 2010, researchers from the University of Essex examined several professional e-athletes to determine what effect many hours of gaming had on them physically, especially when compared to regular pro athletes. They discovered that while their mental acuity was on par with professional athletes and their visual reaction times rivaled those of fighter pilots, the comparisons pretty much ended there. One of the gamers, for example, appeared young, thin, and healthy, but actually had the lung function and aerobic fitness of a 60-year-old smoker. Increasingly though, players are recognizing the value of keeping fit, and some teams incorporate physical activity into their daily regimen.
And right now he's like pretty much every day going to the gym and every day like eating super healthy. He's probably the player who changed the most in League of Legends.
Number 1. The David Beckham of esports makes nearly $1 million per year.
He found his path in gaming and he's marching on this path. There's almost nothing that can stop him.
Carlos Ocelot Rodriguez has been called the David Beckham of esports for the way he can, like the British footballer, turn his middling level of talent into a personality-driven branding machine. He supplements his League of Legends tournament winnings with sponsorship deals and revenue from the streaming of his games.
Yeah, it's your year-end bonus for coming up with HyperX Beat. Whoa!
cannot believe it, man.
Just like other pro sports, though perhaps to a lesser degree, esports have big money behind them. The latest edition of Valve's annual Dota 2 tournament, the International, had a prize pool of over $18 million US, and the winning team took home more than $6 million of that. In what other sport could a 15-year-old kid from Pakistan like Sumail Hassan take home an international title and a $1.3 million check?
I play about 9 hours a day. It needs a lot of hard work and dedication, and in Dota there's always something new, so you just can't stop.
So, what do you think is the coolest thing about pro gaming?
Is there any satisfaction there? I don't see any.
I mean, other than the fact that they're making a living playing video games.
He's a finalist! What? My son's a finalist. Jimmy! Watch the mushrooms!
For more at least 6 hours a day top 10s and don't quit your day job top 5s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Dance!